just a word of advice to any football fan out there, please. Please check up on the mental health of your Liverpoolian or Merseyside, right?
Yeah, your Merseyside followers.
Yeah, please check on the mental health of them. I know a lot of them aren't okay, and you have to be there for your friends despite allegiance with the clubs. Okay, remember, stay mentally strong, kings and queens out there, right?
Yeah. I mean, they can't stand Darwin Núñez right now. The midfield, I don't know what's going on with Fabinho. This is exactly how Fabinho is in Brazil training. I wonder if Casemiro had anything to do with that when he came over.
This ain't Fabinho. This is Fabuloso. This ain't Fabinho.
Okay, that one works. You can come back home now.
Alright.
Yeah. But, anyway, other Premier League action. Chelsea. 4-1. Oh my god. I mean, I didn't get to see the start of the game because I was watching City's, and then I stepped out because City were winning, and I was just saying, oh, fuck off Leicester. So I went out for a walk. I was coming back, I heard Trossard had scored. I said, yes, Leandro. Yes, let's go. And I came back when it was around half time, and I saw it was 3-0. I was like, what happened? This is the big bad Chelsea that doesn't concede goals, that keeps clean sheets. What happened?
No.
The Zebra.
Chelsea won that game, right?
No, listen. The Zebra never won a game for Brighton until he played the man who used to manage Brighton.
No. The thing is that Chelsea scored their own goals, so technically Chelsea did score more goals.
They did score more. They scored 3 goals on the day.
Yeah, so Chelsea.
Technically, they scored their way into others. I mean, even Kepa came off injured. Mendy does not look like Mendy. I mean, I don't even think he wants to stay at Chelsea anymore because he's not getting the new contract that he wants. So I don't even know if he's gonna stay. But my word, I mean, Thiago Silva played well. I mean, it should have been 7 or 8 to be completely honest. Brighton were absolutely balling.
Honestly, like Thiago played the best on that match, and I'm not talking Thiago from Liverpool. He's horrible.
Yes.
Thiago from Chelsea played the best in that entire game. You get me? He made some really key tackles, really key blocks, and personally, he's the only person that deserves to hold their heads up high. I don't know how the other defenders managed to score 2 goals. I just can't wrap my head around it, but they did. They did it, and that's the issue.
Yeah, man, I mean, Chalobah, he ain't it. Fofana, well, we all knew about his injury record, and it's starting to tell. Koulibaly just the same. I think Chelsea may have spent wrongly. I don't want to say it. I mean, there were players out there who were ready for Chelsea. Adam Webster, who played for Brighton and was a rock in the back. I mean, it's a bit of when you rub dirt in a wound, you know, it does not suit you. It does not work out any at all. And final action though, apart from Lewandowski scoring a winner for Barcelona, I mean, where would they be without Roberts? This is more than City without Haaland at the moment. My God. What was that game? There was a game that I really, really wanted to speak about. We've spoken about the Big Six. We've spoken about, well, we haven't spoken about crap Bournemouth. I hope they get relegated and never come back. No, really. I mean, it was crap. You're not up 2-0 against Spurs, a defensive Spurs, and allow them to score 3 goals on you. Where? I mean, where? You got Kane and Son up front, right? Okay. The midfield is 3 holding midfielders. Højbjerg, Bentancur, Bissouma. How the hell do you concede 3 goals to that midfield? And I know, a couple were subbed off already. But it doesn't matter. Right? Emerson Royal started. That alone told you should not have lost that game.
Yeah, he's like Royal is the worst player in Tottenham.
I don't know what Jed Spence has to do to get into that team, man. I just don't know what Conte's doing. I really don't. Really, really don't. Leicester, I mean, I can't talk about Leicester because I apologize to Brendan Rodgers. I know I want to take back that apology because he's absolute crap and he should have beaten City yesterday. There is no excuse for losing.
Yes.
There's no excuse. Should have at least gotten a point. But yeah, that just brought me to my point today. Arsenal 5-0 winners against Forest. Nothing I actually expected. It was 1-0 at halftime. I said, okay, I'm gonna go out, do some grocery shopping. I'll be back by the time the game's over to get ready for United. I came back with 10 minutes left. It's 5. I had no idea what to say.
Can we skip this one?
No, actually, we're not going to speak much about Forest because Forest are Forest, but I want to speak about Arsenal. And will Arsenal, they're looking good. Are they the team to end this Liverpool-Man City dominance? Are they the team to preserve the little history that Man United still have at this point in time?
I don't wanna go ahead and say, but I think yes, we have to leave our hopes and prayers on their shoulders because at this moment in time, they're the team that's playing the best. They're the team that has the best chance. They're the team that's doing what United ought to be doing at this moment. And I think, yeah, it was an amazing result. It is against Forest. Yeah, they just beat the best team in the world. So
Yeah.
honestly, they have to be proud of themselves for that. Forest didn't give enough going forward. They did reasonably well in the first half, but then in the second half, they became full prime Victor Lindelof, the Iceman melting at the back.
Oh boy.
But I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna say it for the first time in about 4 episodes. Right? They play it like burnt toast. Wet, soggy, burnt toast.
Back to the breakfast time, innit? Back to the breakfast time for Savage, man. I mean, when he's on one, he's on one. I mean, for real. But my thoughts on that game, though. Dean Henderson, England's best. Seeing after that performance and then seeing David play how he played, oh my god, I don't think he wants to make an Instagram post this evening. I really don't.
Honestly, it's crying. It's crying days, obviously. It's crying days, but he has to move on and try his best to move on it, you get.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, he could be doing much better. I think the team really let him down. I think Steve Cooper needs to revert back to the back three. That's worked for him, in the championship. I mean, but last question before we do go into the Savage Slaughterhouse, if you're there. I mean, I was just gonna say that for basketball, just a quick note before we do go into the Savage Slaughterhouse. I mean, Ben Simmons, the Brooklyn Nets, the Los Angeles Lakers, they're all crap, right? No one should get their hopes up about these teams. They are rubbish, absolute rubbish. Because for Brooklyn to be where they are after they said they got an all-star guard who can't make more than he fouls, it's rubbish. And for LA to have the players they have, I mean, Darvin Ham, you can see what's going on. Russell Westbrook ain't the problem. No way in hell is he the problem. No one on the team can shoot. Nobody. So one man shooting under 20% while the rest of the team is shooting under 20% is not really bad. But hey, that's just my take on that. I mean, what do I know? I don't play the sport. We'll be right back.
Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your Captain Randy Sam speaking, and we're heading for takeoff at this exact moment. Please sit back, relax, enjoy the snacks of the cabin crew, and enjoy the flight on today's transfer roundup. I like that little intro. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm sorry. When did we go to American Airlines, man? What the hell was that?
to round up fellas with your host, myself, Randy Savage, accompanied by Jackson Bryan. Jackson, how are you doing today?
Bro, I'm bringing my blood pressure down. Still doing that. Still doing that.
Yes, that match was absolutely just staggering. We spoke about it a little bit earlier in the main segment. But as you know, this is the transfer segment where we bring to you the latest news in world football about transfers from all the top leagues in Europe and outside, just for the fun of it. The first point of discussion today is a man, the myth, the legend, also known as the kindest man in world football, and that goes to N'Golo Kante. N'Golo Kante apparently has not been getting on well with Chelsea. He was struggling under Thomas Tuchel, and he hasn't been given any opportunities under Graham Potter yet. There's news and reports that Chelsea are willing to part ways with the French central defensive midfielder, arguably the best central defensive midfielder of our entire generation. And the main suitors are the Boat Boys DFR, aka Barcelona. Apparently they are willing to offer the Frenchman an cataclysmic amount of money, which I don't know how much they mean. I'm pretty sure that Kante can afford to buy two packet of crisps and a bento box already with his salary. I don't know what more he would want from Barcelona that Chelsea can't give him. But what do you make of the transfer? Do you think it would be a good transfer for the club, considering the move for his career? Barcelona are in a rebuilding process. They aren't exactly the best team in Europe, right? So what do you make of the transfer? Do you think it can work? Do you think it doesn't? I want to hear your opinion.
Well, Barcelona are buying everybody, aren't they? I mean, does it make any sense? I mean, no. I mean, they've got Kessie that they just signed. They've got Pedri, Gavi. They still got Frankie de Jong. I don't know if they're going to keep him, but they still have him for now. I've already mentioned Kessie. N'Golo is in a tough spot because at the moment the Stamford Bridge Club only wants to offer him a 2-year deal. But N'Golo wants a 3-year contract. He's not really fussy about money. We know how humble he is. And the people around him are good people as well, so they're not fussy about any money either. All he wants is the extra year and they're not giving him, so they're in that standoff. He'll be a free agent come the end of the season. There are many clubs that are actually after N'Golo. Arsenal is there, so is Manchester United, Barcelona you've mentioned, and even possibly Newcastle could jump in for this because they desperately need some depth in the midfield. But then again, it's his injury record as of late. It's not been good. It's really not been good. So a 3-year contract, I think that's what's holding him off from it. And seeing as he's not getting a chance either, I mean, I could speak about Dennis Zakaria, who Tuchel brought in on deadline day, and has he made an appearance? He's been on the bench his entire Chelsea career so far. So it's really puzzling. It's really puzzling. It's not. I flat out and say it. In my opinion, it would never be a good move for Barcelona. It just does not make any sense. But you know, maybe it's just for depth reasons. Maybe it's just for that. If they can offer him 3 or 4 years, you take it.
Yeah, honestly, like as you said, he's not really fussy for money. I don't see why Chelsea don't just give him what he wants for that 1 extra year.
He's been a great servant.
Yeah, honestly. But I just hope the best for N'Golo because he's one of those players that literally 99% of the fans do like in this world. So I hopefully he can work it out. Hopefully he can wind down his career. That's a good European team, and hopefully we can see more from him. But moving on from N'Golo Kante to another man, right, from the team in Barcelona, and it's Memphis Depay. We know that Barcelona lost Aubameyang to Chelsea this summer in order to make up for that financial fair play stuff, regulations. But they're also willing to offload Memphis Depay to Juventus, the old lady, struggling in Serie A and out of the Champions League at the moment. Do you see this deal going through?
Well, he was supposed to go to Juventus on deadline day. Memphis then changed his wage demands, and that deal ended up collapsing in the last hours of the window.